Hey, Mike Healy here, and thank you for watching this video. What I'm going to cover in this one is the MyResClub commission structure or pay plan, the MyResClub Pay Plan, and I'm going to use a dry erase board. Color might change on my camera here just because when it pulls up white, you're going to see it, but you're going to see that I can draw on here and erase it for you so you can see it. And we're going to walk you through old school. So first and foremost, number one thing is this is all about customer acquisition, and we basically, through our affiliate word of mouth model, have the ability to offer very good pricing, extremely good pricing on travel due to the fact that we don't have to spend millions and millions of dollars in traditional advertising like radio, print, television, and stuff like that, because we are, reps just like you and I that go out there and refer somebody. They pay us the commission on that. Okay, so first thing, let me pull the 6 ways up. I'm going to pull this up on the screen for you so you can take a look at it. So number one thing is you're paid 20% of all your personals cashback purchases. Okay, so in essence, what that means is, let's say you gave somebody your website and they went out there and they booked whatever hotel it was, and their cash back that they got, so they went through, picked it up, or whatever, they were going to Vegas and they got a cash back of $100. What you are going to get paid on that is 20%. And obviously you can see what that is. You would make $20 for that. Now, the nice thing about this is this cash back is paid within a few days just after they book it. So, and when you go online and look at all of the things that we offer, it gives you a price comparison on some of the other major travel engines out there. You can see what their price is. In most cases, we match it dollar for dollar on the original price. But then right below that, you're going to see where it shows $100 cash back, or $5 cash back, or $50 cash back. And again, if somebody books that, you get paid the 20% on that. Okay, so there's your first way to get paid. Now, second way to get paid is on the weekly, monthly travel affiliate bonuses. Okay, now the travel affiliate bonuses are kind of the generational of building a team or getting people involved to go out there and become travel associates. Okay, so let me kind of walk you through this real quick, and I'm going to pull this up just so I make sure. You've got on your personals, you're going to make 60, and then on the downline here, you're going to make 40 and 20, and then you're going to notice that there's a 10, 10, and a 5, 10, 10, and a 5. So let me pull this up real quick so I can see myself and make sure I'm on the screen correctly. Okay. So now what this means is very simply this, is if you go out and somebody says, hey, this looks amazing, I want to do this, and they go out and they become an affiliate, right? They become a travel affiliate, they pay their $199. So if somebody pays the $199, they're in. What happens is if this was you and you referred that person, off that $199 that they paid, because it's your personal, you're going to make $60 off of that. So you make $60 off of that right there, which is pretty nice just for referring somebody to go out there and get customers and get travel things. And a lot of the stuff, the commissions are paid generationally too as well on the customers. So, but I'll give you a little detail later on it. Okay, so now let's say this was Lisa. Okay, so Lisa was your friend. You referred Lisa, and then when Lisa went out there and she referred somebody, okay, so that's the next generation. If Lisa got Tom, when Tom joins for the $199, it's going to pay out to you. It's going to pay out $40 to you. Now, Lisa would have made the 60 because it was her personal, but you would have made the 40. And then if Tom went out and got somebody, that's where the $20 comes in. Okay, so you can kind of look at it from that standpoint, or like this, or however you want to look at it. And basically, you have that. Now, what these are right here is this is incentives for something more generational. We're not going to go into a ton of detail on here because I kind of want to keep this as a basic overview. But what happens is once you start to get promoted, like you build a bigger team, you get more people involved in there, you'll see that on those bonuses, the generation one is once you have 10 personally sponsored. So when you have 10 personally sponsored, so you have gone out and you got another one and another one and another one and another one. And basically if we have 10, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you got 10 personals. You're now qualified on every single leg, every single person that's out there that you've personally enrolled. You not only make the 60, but you're going to start to override by an additional 20, which is pretty amazing. And then until somebody goes out and gets their 10, this could go like this, and you're making 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Do not overlook these if you are serious about making some pretty significant money in this thing because of that. Okay. Now, I didn't say the disclaimer should be somewhere around here, that I am not making guarantees of your income. Your results will vary. Okay, so sorry about busting my mic here. All right, so next thing is the three for free and strive for 5. Okay, actually I want to go back on the 3 for 3 and 5. Is also when somebody pays the 199, what's going to happen also is they also pay the $19.50 monthly. Okay, that's kind of our maintenance fee of everything that we do. When you pay the $19.50 monthly, what's going to happen there is that now part of that is going to be paid out in $3 increments, $2, and $2. 3 generations. Okay, so you sponsor somebody, you're going to make $3 a month off of that person. They sponsor somebody, so this was this was the person you got in, or Lisa. And then she got somebody, she got Tom in, remember? And then she got that person in. So you would have made 322 off of that 1950. Now what happens too is you've also got, just like I showed you on the 10 and so on, you're going to get generational of 2, 2, and 1. So that can be added up once you hit those generationals of the 10 personals or whatever, the other personals to go generation 2, generation 3. That adds up if you actually understand this kind of comp plan, that it builds up over a period of time, and there's some significant money that can happen there. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to go over, because those are your number one things to focus on. Okay. In my opinion, like, you could literally stop watching this video if you wanted to, due to the fact that as long as you understand that your number one thing is you're going to get paid on customers. The other thing is if you build an organization, you build a team, basically you're building, just like if you went out and got built an insurance company, you're doing the exact same thing. You're getting people in, and you're leveraging yourself. Okay. That's the power of direct selling. It's the power of affiliate marketing. It's the power of network marketing, is the fact that you have the ability to leverage yourself. Okay, J. Paul Getty, one of the wealthiest guys ever existed, said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Okay, because if everybody started working like an hour a day, just casually, just you working an hour a day, you're not getting a lot done. But if you got a handful of people in, they're working an hour a day, and you get 25 people in, you're now working, hour after hour after hour after hour, and you get hundreds and hundreds of daily hours being put in by people you don't even know. That's what makes networking so special, if you really understand it and you jump on board with it. Okay, now I'm going to just briefly cover the number 4, which is the level 3 builder matching bonus, which is paid on travel commissions. I was just starting to get a good understanding on this. In essence, is when someone goes out there and saves money. So you get a customer, okay, as if you get a customer that goes and they book, just like I showed you the very first part of this, what's going to happen is there's also some dollars that are set aside that go generationally as well from those customers in your organization, from other people's customers and other people's customers and other people's customers. You start to do the math on some of that, and it can be pretty significant. And then the travel commissions is number 5. Unilevel pays out up to 75% of the CV monthly. Again, what's happening is they're taking some extra money out of the customer volume, and they're putting that in there as well. Okay, so don't get hung up on not understanding those parts, because those are parts that you start getting paid on that you're like, well, I don't know where that money came from, but I'm sure glad I got it, right? Because there's no, when you go to deposit these checks, or maybe direct deposit, they don't give you a quiz on how you got paid on it. Okay, they just put it out there and you're good. Okay, and then here's, I think, something really, really special is number 6, which has to do with the ResClub. The ResClub is the big backbone of this thing, which is our flagship of getting paid on the investment side of this. The thing is anybody that you personally, introduce to the Res Club that invests, you make 5%. All right. So if you had somebody that you referred and they came at one of the lower dollar amounts for 1,000, 5% of 1,000 is $50. All right. You did absolutely nothing for that $50 except introduce somebody to a really great way to start getting their money to start working for them in a big way. Now, here's the kicker, and here's what you may not have understood that make this even more fun, is if this person starts to grow their account. So let's say, hey, I like what I'm getting here on these dividends here. I'm going to double down. I'm going to make another 1,000. I'm going to put another 1,000 in. You're going to make another $50. But as these accounts grow, you are going to follow that referral, that MyResClub referral or the Res Club referral, all the way as they grow. All the way, if they grow all the way up to where they're doing $50,000 ownership levels of investing, you are getting paid off of that and walking that up. Okay. So obviously the more people you end up introducing to Res Club, which is the investment side, and they start coming in, they're paying you just on that alone, above and beyond everything else out there that you have. Okay. So if you look at it, you've got basically 6 ways to get paid, which is you got your personal customers, you've got your weekly, you've got your matching bonuses, and you got your travel commission bonuses, and then you got your Res Club. And then obviously you can throw in the 3 for free. The 3 for free, I don't even know if I mentioned that, but the 3 for free is if you refer 3 people that are active and keep their 1950 going, you don't have to pay yours anymore, which is nice. And remember I told you about the $199 at the very beginning? Don't forget that $199 can be applied to your investment if you decide to go out there and tally up or add up that 1,000. Let's say you want to put $1,000 in, and you say, hey, you really are only going to have to put in 800 because you already put the 199 in, and that's kind of how it works. It's pretty neat that they do that. It's kind of like an account that they're just kind of keeping that on hold for you until you get really educated on this. Okay. So then the last thing I want to talk to you about is simply giving you some kind of marching orders on what you can potentially do with this. And again, I'm not projecting incomes. I'm not saying you're going to guarantee to make money. If you don't do anything, you won't make any money in this thing. But understand that travel platforms like this have been around for quite a while now, since the internet's really started kicking in. Most of them run at the same because of legalities. They all run basically on same percentages. But some of them, like our company, MyResClub, has gotten a little more creative in the ability to get those customers, retain those customers, get their own portal, their own travel portal for free, set them up with food, travel, hotels, car rentals, the whole 9 yards, give them everything that they can think of when it comes to travel, entertainment, and so on, and get you paid when they start getting cash back on whatever it might be that they get the cash back on. But the bigger picture here is this, is the power of the type of business that we have is all about leverage, okay? And I've used this example for 1,000 times from all the years I've been doing this, is I ask somebody, I say, hey, how many months are there in a year? And they always say 12, because that's how many months are in a year. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then what I always do is I say, what if on a very, very part-time basis, all you did was introduce one person or talk to a handful enough people that the numbers worked in your favor, that you enrolled one person a month, and then they did the same. So everybody here is working this extremely part-time. No one's quitting their job. No one's going out there and, doing a career choice, right? But everybody got one. The following month, if you and them got one, you'd now have 2 in your group. Following month, if everybody got 1, you'd have 4, and then 8, and then 16. And what would you have on the 6th month? Say it with me, 32, right? So 32. Well, if you got 32 people in there that have come in for the 199, you've made some pretty decent money off of the 60, 40, 20. And every single month, if you average the 32 times the 1950, you're looking at maybe, let's say, close to, if you added all these up, let's say it's a whopping $100. Okay. So $100 a month, 6 months in. Now understand that you've probably made some decent money and we weren't breaking any, land speed records of wealth here. We were just literally going out there and introducing one person a month. Anybody's capable of doing that if they just have enough ambition to blow the fuzz off a peanut. But with 6, how many months did you have? If everybody was just getting one, on the 7th month, what would you have? If 32, everybody got one, you would have 64. Then what? 128, then what? 256, then what? 512, then what? 1024, then what? 2048, right? So you got 2048 people here, and let's say everybody was worth $2 or $10 on average, right? This doesn't include any of the bonuses. Doesn't include any of those things coming in. Doesn't even include customer bonuses. But let's say you got 2,000 plus people in here times $10 on average, because that's what it would probably come out to be. That actually would be paying you close to $20K a month. Again, I'm not making projections. I'm just giving you an example here of what's out there. Well, let me ask you this. How many months is 1 through 6 total? 6. How many months total is 7 through 12? 6. Which 6 months appear to be the most fun, right? What most people don't understand is when they get enthusiastic, and we're going to put that down in a way, and I'm going to close up on here for you. What most people don't understand is the power of of the networking industry is all about leverage and residual income and time freedom. Okay, a lot of people don't even understand that. They just see these money games. They do the quick, they think get rich quicks because they just drew out some circles and so on. But in my career of 25 years of doing this, I have noticed that there's patterns in this industry that if you stay consistent over a period of time and you just keep grinding a little bit, you're not going to have fun every day, obviously, but you ain't having fun every day anyhow. So get over it, right? But with what we have, the offering that we have a legitimate business opportunity to go out there and create passive income, passive residual income, whether you want to get it big or small, doesn't matter. Whatever pace you want to go, you can do that. But the potential of the duplication, the period of time as you grow it, as a few talk to a few, as I talk to a few, so-and-so begat so-and-so. I mean, if you look at what is that numbers in the Bible, right? So-and-so begat so-and-so, you get the genealogy going out there. That's the exact same pattern that we have here. And the potential is amazing. There's a lot of people in this company right now that have track records of success, unlike, we're talking in the high 1%ers of income earners of anyone that's ever done direct selling networking in the world. Okay, so just so you know that there's quite a few in the company, and we're really just getting started, and you have the opportunity to jump on board. So don't get all crazy and try to think that you got to know everything. Keep it simple. Go out there, do the basic things every single day. Introduce somebody, send them to your website, offer them a free travel site. I introduce them to the business first, and then if they don't want to do that, I say, hey, go get a customer portal just in case you ever travel. It'll be cool. You'll love it, right? And so I'm always winning by doing that. Maybe you just want to focus on customers. You can do that as well. You never have to build a team in this. You never have to join my Res Club for the $199 to get into the investment part, which is awesome too as well. But from a growing a team standpoint and using our leverage, the marketing leverage of the organization to get the word out, that's where you can create some really, really exciting income if you choose to do so. And again, disclaimer, I'm not making predictions or guarantees of income. Your results are going to vary. But anyhow, get back with the person. If you're taking a look at this for the first time, find out who told you about it. Say, hey, I want to jump on board with this thing because this thing's going somewhere. And hopefully got something out of this. I explained it well enough that you got a general understanding. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the other videos.